Welcome to the Warframe Weapon Encyclopedia, where today we're checking out the Dera. You can get the blueprint for the Dera from the Corpus or Energy Lab in your dojo, and it's kind of on the slightly more expensive side of things because you will need a fully built forma as well as 2 field run. The Dera is a Mastery Rank 4 fully automatic primary rifle that does primarily puncture damage, with the second highest damage type being impact, and then there's also a little bit of slash. The weapon also comes with fairly low crit chance, a below average crit multiplier, but it does have decent fire rate, relatively short reload, and it comes with good status. And on top of all of that, the Dera also has perfect accuracy and no recoil whatsoever. Now, since you can get this very early on, let's first take a look at a very basic setup that you're going to use at the very start, which is going to be something like this. You don't have too much to work with, so a little bit of damage, some multi-shot, I would go with corrosive, and a little bit of status via rifle aptitude. This doesn't work too terribly well, but it's going to give you enough damage to get through some of the early parts of the star chart with relatively no issues. But if for whatever reason you want to go with something more advanced, I would go with something like this. This is the build that I like the most. We focus pretty heavily on status with 3 dual stat mods and hammer shot, and then a little bit of crit with critical delay, and then some punch through and fire rate with shred. This isn't a meta build, God knows this isn't a meta build, but I feel it works pretty well. We have a ton of armor stripping with our status investment, and then the combination of corrosive and heat. We have some crit with critical delay and hammer shot, and then we have shred, which adds punch through, which helps when dealing with groups of enemies. Now, the performance on this is definitely not amazing by any means, but it performs well enough to go through the entire star chart and do some nightmare and fissure missions too. Just don't expect too much from it. It is at the end of the day a very old weapon that only requires Mastery Rank 4. This weapon is old, like really old. It came out all the way back in 2013, and it unfortunately didn't get much love over the coming years. It did get some buffs, but nowhere near enough of what it needed to be actually good. The weapon is unfortunately not even mediocre. It is far, far below average. It's kind of like the Corpus version of the Bratton, and it's all in all fairly dull, and the damage isn't great. So I would only really recommend this weapon for the mastery or for the sake of completion, though of course if you think it looks cool and you think you would have fun with it, go ahead and pick it up. Because if you do pick it up and you like it and you have fun with it, you then know that you should probably go and get the Dera Vandal, which is a slightly better version of the standard Dera. It is not that much better though. So yeah, the poor Dera was unfortunately kind of left behind when it came to all the buffs. And that's pretty much all there is to say. So I thank you very much for watching as always, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.